June 20th, 2013. Seems like next week. Actually, this is the end. A couple more days, and I'm at the new warehouse. It looks like there's going to be a live broadcast from the Northwest Ops Center, and then a team meeting. Get to meet my team first time. I get to meet those guys and introduce myself. Let's see, what is there? Oh, then next Thursday, there's some training, some X1. There's a new cable box coming out. One of the recording cable box, the DVR, digital video recorder. We have one. I've had one for several years now, and it's pretty handy to be able to record and watch back different episodes without having to stick in the old VHS tapes. But this new box, but from what I hear, is pushing boundaries even further. It seems like everything is pretty much available online. So Comcast has opened up their on-demand section where you can just pick and watch a movie on your own leisure on the cable box. What this new X1 platform is going to do is it's going to let you record it on your recording device at home, and then you're going to be able to view it anywhere. So not only view it on another cable box within the house, but to be able to view it on your laptop when you're away from home, or your iPad, even your phone. Little apps, because little apps for these phones. Everything has a app now. So if you record something in your way, or like you take a bus ride or train, transit, people like to be able to just catch up on what is very common is watching these series different catch up on something that you missed. You can pull it up. So with this, you can record what you want and be able to watch it when you want to watch it. So that's the next thing coming is. Plus, it gives it more storage space. So when it records, it's supposed to be able to record up into the cloud, so you can view it different sources, different computers, and not necessarily have to watch it here in your own home. So exciting. It's new. So they're kind of pushing it out to the employees first. Just got a memo today. It said place your order. And since we have one, we'll be able to replace it. Our situation is that it's we got a lot of stuff recorded on there, and it was supposed to have been over the last few months, pulling some of that stuff off, so we can just swap it out. And we're not ready to swap it out. And I told we're in the middle of the month, and it's past the middle of the month. So next week we're supposed to be with this training. They're going to give us the boxes. They're going to train us, and then set it up and everything, and give us the boxes, and then we come home and put it in and try it out, so we can get feedback and test it out. Get a good test market, test bed before it's released to the public. I know they've been installing them here and there. I haven't installed one yet, so I don't really know. I know we got a couple of them sitting at the warehouse. Break rooms have them, so you can go in there and monkey with it and test it out. But you never have enough time. You're just in there picking up material or going to a meeting and then zipping out, so you don't really have time to test it out and check it out. So looking forward to that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put in an order just to have an extra one. It'll cost more. So I know there's like a discount for the one we have. The second one's going to be probably full price. But I want to get it where they call it any room DVR, so we can record it and then be able to watch it like in the bedroom or downstairs. Because there's instances that when Tross's friends come over and we're watching something downstairs because it's cooler downstairs, especially this time of year. And it's nice down there in the wintertime because we got the fireplace going and it's warm down there. So usually we're downstairs a lot, Bart and I, and because he's got his game going up here. But when his buds come over, then they go down there and play their Xbox and Wii and the other ones on that one. And then when we come up here, we're not able to. If we're watching something, we can't take the time like we do now is pull some information off of the DVR. So with the new one, we'll be able to whichever room we're in, we'll be able to pull that information off and watch it. So excited about that. Something happened with the lawn tractor today. They were mowing, and the front deck, mower deck, right on the riding lawnmower, fell down. It didn't come off. It just collapsed. It fell down. So something broke loose. So when I got home, I had to go out after I got something to eat and went out and looked at it, and one of the bolts had loosened up and pulled all the way. They said they spent a couple hours working on it and couldn't figure it out. But as soon as I poked my head up underneath there, it's like, see what the problem is. And we argued about it for about 5 minutes, and then we pulled it up here from the shop. Pulled up here because it's getting a little bit later, and the mosquitoes were coming out, and then we don't have no lights or anything, no electricity down there. So pulled it up here and parked it in the regular garage, and then finished watering, and then came in and popped on the fan and closed the door and turned on some lights and jacked it up and pulled a couple of things off and got that bolt back in there and put a big old nut and washer on it and tightened it up and put it back together and drove it back down to the shop. So fix it. We fixed it. Or I fixed it. But no, we fixed it because Gordon helped. He had help lift. There's a couple of shim rods that went through, and we had to lift the mower deck, level it off, and shove those pins through. So it takes two people. It's like I said, they were out there monkeying with it and couldn't get it. But we did now, so that's done and fixed. So picked up the mower. This is the newer mower than we had in the first 2 years, and because it don't smoke. The other one smoked real bad. This one had a gas leak, but I think we fixed that. I talked about that a week ago or so, that we took the carburetor off. It was leaking and flooding out, getting too much gas in there, and it was flooding out. Now it starts up real easy and runs. Still got a strong gas smell, but it's down in the shop. Who cares? Right? I'm going to leave you with the song. I think of Alan Parsons' project. This is one of those groups that did a lot of studio releases and were pretty popular in the 70s and 80s. And this song's from 1981. I think it's 1980. It hit number 16 in 1981. So I remember it pretty popular before I moved. Alan Parsons, a good friend of mine, gave me one. I never went out and bought. There's a lot of groups I listen to and radio like that. There's just selective ones that I actually purchased, and a good friend of mine knew that I liked it and gave me one of their cassettes. This one's games people play, and you probably remember they did get they were pretty popular on getting commercial play on just regular airwaves. So you'd hear a lot of them, a lot of their music. And what was interesting about Alan Parsons is that they had different. I'm going to say I have to look it up, but they had 3 or 4 different singers. So they would make a different singer, and then they would produce a studio track and did quite well. So they were very rare to see them play because it just didn't have the formation of holding up and having consecutive singers on several. They were more of just a studio-based band, but pretty popular there in the late 70s and here in the early 80s. So games people play, Alan Parsons, 1981. June 20, 2013.